And so it was to the big day. 52,000 fans had travelled not just from the east of Scotland, but from around the UK and around the world to be part of history. The first all-Edinburgh Scottish Cup final since 1896. The media called it the Salt and Sauce Final, and it was undeniably the biggest Edinburgh derby ever. For Hibernian, there was the chance to end 110 years of hurt and disappointment. At stake for Hearts, simply domination. Hearts came into this match having shipped 5 goals to one player, Celtic's Gary Hooper, in their last league fixture. The last time that happened was in 1896, the same year these teams last met in an all-Edinburgh Scottish Cup final. Could history repeat itself? There were nerves amongst both sets of supporters, of course. Hibs fans had filled the forums, the newspapers and the airwaves with belief that this was their year. This despite them losing all 3 Edinburgh derbies that they had played in this season. In fact, Hibs hadn't won an Edinburgh derby since 2009. And on occasion when Hearts have gone in front, Hibs hadn't come back to win since the year 2000. The most worrying statistic of all for our near neighbours, however, is the fact that they haven't won the Scottish Cup since 1902. Was that about to change? Or would Hearts be having yet another Scottish Cup party? Sit back, relax and enjoy once more the 2012 William Hill Scottish Cup final. Hibernian versus the heart and soul of Edinburgh, Heart of Midlothian.
Well, just listen to that noise as Craig Thompson gets the William Hill Scottish Cup final underway. The true value of bragging rights is about to unfold in front of us. This time there's a silver lining to go with it. Hearts on the front foot early on. Well, to the victor go the capital spoils. Hibs taking part in their 12th Scottish Cup final. They've won 2. For Hearts, this is their 14th. They've won 7, 4 since their neighbours last lifted it. We predicted a cagey affair, Billy. Do you still go along that line?
Well, it all depends on the first half an hour for me. If there's not a goal scored, I think the realisation will set into the players that half an hour into the game they've bedded themselves into it, and then it'll be getting really tactical and they'll be making sure they don't want to lose a goal. So yeah, I think a tactical, nervous affair to start with. A goal would blow this game wide open there, an early one at that.
And Ryan McGowan, as Pat Fenlon comes to take his position a bit late. It's McGowan's long throw. Isaiah Osborne flicks it clear. Defences have to be sound in the early stages of games, particularly a game of this magnitude. O'Connor gets his first touch, so too does Zalukis, the Hearts captain. That's Stevenson, who missed the semi-final. He was suspended. He's Hibernian's player of the season. Tom Soares, on loan from Stoke, has an important role to play. He's kind of the more forward-thinking midfielder in the Hibs lineup. Zalukis looking for Suso. He's asking too much of the Spaniard though. He's a cool customer, Paulo Sergio. A couple of nervy looking touches in the opening couple of minutes. Pat Fenlon replaced Colin Calderwood as Hibs boss and managed to steer them clear in the SPL from relegation eventually. A big win for them against Dunfermline just 12 days ago. Saw them clear. Webster to Granger. Scatchell tried to set Driver away. Claros wanted a lot of time on the ball there. I'm not sure Mark Brown wanted to see that come to his feet.
Yeah, I think both sets of players have got to show composure, but Claros is not going to get that much time on the ball today. Danny Granger. The Driver.
Claros nicks it off him, and now it's Isaiah Osborne. There's a bit too much on it for Griffiths that time, but that is a tactic Hibs will use all afternoon to try and get Lee Griffiths in behind the Hearts' defence. And that's one thing as well as what the Hibs forward line will do, Billy, is they will try and drag the centre-halves out to the wide areas.
Yeah, Griffiths is famous for it. I mean, he won't stay central. Sometimes he will, but most of the times he peels down the left and the right channels, and he tried to do so again there.
Paul Hanlon looks a more assured player beside James McPake. Jorge Claros. And there's Hanlon. Easy for McGowan. Black to Suso. Won by Kujabi. Good challenge from Ryan McGowan. Suso giving that away to Claros. Both teams struggling to retain possession. Craig Thompson gives the free kick. Foul on James McPake.
Yeah, McPake caught late, covered round there by Elliott, but I just watched Claros showing good protection, realising it was Driver that got in that area, usually Scatchell, but when they drop in between defence and midfield, some of the Hibs midfield certainly got to be sitting and watching for Scatchell, and certainly Driver, sometimes Santana.
Connor didn't quite know where the ball was. Try and bully the Hearts' defence. It's not a defence it's easily bullied, mind. Griffiths. Jabi couldn't work it out, and now it's Suso. Jabi to Griffiths. It's the boos from the Hearts fans in the Mount Florida end. And Suso wins the free kick this time. I mentioned it was the 295th Edinburgh Derby. Hearts have won 132 of them. Hibs have won 76, but this is the derby. You can forget all the others. The Hearts are the team who come into this game in form in this fixture. Haven't lost any of the last 10 Edinburgh derbies. They won all 3 of this season's meetings. They also finished 19 points above Hibs in the SPL. Hibs' last win in this fixture, May 2009. Derek Riordan with the only goal at Tynecastle.
This one's just a little bit different, Liam. It's remembered forever, yeah.
McGowan's throw almost came to Stephen Elliott. Barr will try and keep it alive. And Soares will clear. More height and distance. Griffiths does well. Lost by Soares, who manages to pinch it back and wriggled himself away from Driver. That was good play from Tom Soares. Osborne. Doherty. He took that sore one against Inverness in the final SPL game a week ago. The switch of plays worked okay. Soares to Kujabi, but the flag was up on the far side. Better possession that time from Hibernian.
It doesn't surprise me after coming up to 7 minutes gone that it's been a cagey, tense, nervous for people kicking out the park, taking too many touches. That's the way it's going to be until it settles down. But that was the first bit by Soares, take a couple of touches, you don't want to take too long on the ball. We saw what happened to Claros on that right hand side, but I think certainly the team that will win the cup today is a team that shows that much more composure.
We're near Tory Glen, not Portobello. We're near Mount Florida, not Gorgie, but you wouldn't know it. Glasgow's Edinburgh for the day, as East comes west for the day of their lives. Absolutely nothing between the teams in the early stages. That's for Elliott. Scatchell was in behind him. He's being marshalled by McPake. Kujabi was there as well. Suso. McGowan. The legs of Barr. That's gone the way of Hearts. Suso fouled. Stevenson doesn't agree with it. Having a go at Derek Rose, the assistant referee in the south stand side here.
Not much in it at all. Just the occasion. You're going to do that, you're going to close the ball down, but it's a chance for Hearts to flood the big guys forward. See Zalukis, Webster, to name a few, coming up from the back. Ryan McGowan in there also.
Normally are quite potent from set pieces. This is another chance to demonstrate that. Danny Granger over the free kick. McGowan, one of those waiting in the middle. And a clear by Paul Hanlon, and then down goes Griffiths. Ian Black involved. And Craig Thompson wants a word with him as well.
Ian Black involved, shock. I think he could win the ball. I think clearly intent taking out the man. I think if he wants to win that header, Black, he can win it. Completely misses the ball. Griffiths second best in that occasion.
Just getting a telling off by the looks of things from Craig Thompson. Just letting Lee Griffiths know he's there. I'm sure he knows that now, but you can hear what the Hibs fans make of the fact there was no card for Ian Black. It's gone all the way through to McDonald. It's his last game for Hearts this afternoon. Ian Black, lifelong Jambo. He's a ball boy when Hearts beat Rangers to win the Scottish Cup at Celtic Park in '98. His old man, also a former Jambo.
I love Ian Black, not because of just his industry. I think he's got so much quality about him as well, Liam.
Stephen Elliott was on a run there. Hasn't scored since Christmas Eve. O'Connor. Kajabi waiting for it. O'Connor eventually plays it to him. And there's Pakajabi. Back to O'Connor. Oh, the flag's up.
He does well, O'Connor, because he comes from away in that right-hand side of the pitch. Gives it to Kajabi, not much in it. It is slightly offside. Good decision by the linesman over there, but I mean, he carries on his run. He's on the move into that channel. It's a good ball back to him from Kajabi, just inches offside.
Elliott. Well, Hanlon and Kajabi came to meet him, so he was never favourite to get out of that situation, and Hibs have it back with Claros. Couldn't find Osborne. Granger, driver to the left, Scatchell ahead of him. That's where he goes, Scatchell, playing it back to Danny Granger. No free kick, but Hearts still have it. Still in play. Driver. It's Scatchell's header.
Well, first it was a slack ball from Claros, but you can see by the pictures here, he gets a bit of the ball, but sort of switch off Hibs. You get a little bit lucky when the ball comes in. Scatchell gets himself in a good area, just beyond him. Can't get the direction of the header on target.
Really, Scatchell's career and future is shrouded in mystery as well. He looks to be on his way out of Tynecastle, like Ian Black. Such an important player for the Jambos. 16 goals this season. It's 46 goals and 96 appearances over 2 spells for Rudy Scatchell. Not always played as a striker. Today just in behind the lone front man Elliott. Ian Black. A foul by O'Connor. It's all a bit twitchy out there.
As I said, not surprising. 48%, Hibs 52, Hearts. As I said, the one to show composure in the right areas are going to go on and lift this trophy.
Suso. Black. And Granger, he was always an option out on the flank. Driver tries to spin Doherty. Hibs fullback does his job, but it is a Hearts corner.
Yeah, the width is key for me. Driver getting on it there, but Granger joining in as well, even from deep areas. Can certainly get down the sides of Hibs.
First corner of the match. Webster, Barr, Zalukis, McGowan all waiting for this Danny Granger corner. That was Webster. It's still in the mixer. McGowan, fresh air, is going to get a second bite. Drops the ball! Darren Barr as the Hearts fans licking their lips. They continue to have Hibs under their thumb. They lead the Scottish Cup final.
It's not a classic goal, is it? But it doesn't matter, not a jot to the Hearts players. They're good in the air, we've warned them about that. McGowan winning headers, Barr trying, McGowan eventually turns hits the strike. Kujabi, he's too deep, he's got to clear out of there, he doesn't. He's playing them all on, and Dan Barr, the sitting midfielder, just turned from 8 yards and wallops it home. What a start for Hearts.
Darren Barr chooses the Scottish Cup final to score his first goal of the season. Stabbing past the man who captained Falkirk when they lost to Rangers here a few years ago. He has a runners-up medal. He has one hand on a winner's medal now. A possible historical goal from Darren Barr, just 14 minutes in. Oh, what a moment for him. He was a forgotten man of Tynecastle. Most of this season, people wondered if Darren Barr was still at the club. He scored in the cup final.
What a comeback for the lad.
Not just any cup final, the cup final for them. But Hibs have a free kick as they look to retaliate. We did think the first goal, as it normally is, would be extra crucial today. We did say before the game, it may well be that Hibs had to score first today. Hearts have got it though.
Yeah, no doubt Hibs need a reaction. That's usually the masters of defending. If they hold out and keep a clean sheet to win the cup, simple as that now. But another opportunity for Hibs, put a good ball into a good area, put some pressure on that Hearts defence.
Tom Soares will take the free kick. Hanging towards the back post, it was missed by Jamie McDonald as well. Perhaps did get the slightest of touches onto it because Hibernian have a corner.
Yeah, it's a vital touch because I think Hanlon and Griffiths beyond them. Yeah, just the slightest, but such an important touch from McDonald.
He did just enough. Hanlon was in behind them. Soares will take the corner. Hibs first of the cup final. Hearts scored after their first and only corner so far. What can Hibs do here? That's McPake. Hearts clear. Ian Black. Suso's on his bike on the right hand side and McGowan can find him. Had to check his run, Suso. Well, Kujabi with a foul, he's going to become the first player booked.
Yeah, it's there to go for, but if you don't get the ball and you get Suso Santana like that, there's only one outcome. Referee left with no option. Kujabi has to be careful now, not the best of starts. Lying deep for the goal as well.
First card of the match for the Gambian Kujabi. Pat Fenlon having a word with Willie Collum, the fourth official. The sun beginning to break through the clouds above as Danny Granger prepares to take this free kick for Hearts. The noise here is all coming from the left-hand sides, the Hearts supporters. Granger with the free kick. Oh, the goalkeeper committed himself, drops to Webster. Mark Brown holds on eventually.
There's no doubt the aerial route is going to be so beneficial to Hearts. It already has been with the goal, 2 headers and then a strike, and then Dan Barr left to put it in. But again, causing problems there. Hearts a decent ball into a good area and swinger, and Hibs get a little bit lucky, got to settle down, still well in this competition.
Kajabi. Stevenson looking for O'Connor. Hibs do have goals in their team. Claros. Hanlon. Hibs just knocking the ball about, just trying to get a bit of confidence, try and string a few passes together, even if they aren't making inroads. And that's better. Good play by Doherty. Isaiah Osborne galloping forward. Too much for O'Connor. Well, Kajabi, who is called the Gambian Roberto Carlos. He's walking a tightrope though, because he's on a yellow card, and this is what separates the
let's
team.
have a look at the goal. I mean, the two headers won, and then Osborne with Barber, he just loses him. But look at Kajabi, it's a moment in time for him. I'm not saying clear out the area, but certainly move up and mark a man as you're moving. But he doesn't. He just stands there, picks nobody up. That plays Barr onside, and he just hits it home.
Couldn't believe his luck, Darren Barr. Right place at the right time. There he is. Beaten to it by Claros that time. Suso. It's going to stay in play. It's still in play. It's Driver. Well, Elliott was waiting. Scatchell was waiting as well, but Osborne comes away with it for Hibernian. Well, Granger was just jumping the challenge of Osborne there, I think.
That's getting some joy down the wide areas. I was a little bit wearied up for Hibs before the match, and Driver, Scatchell, Suso interchanging, and they're certainly getting down the wide areas for Hibs. I wonder at some point if Hibs might thinking about just flattening out that midfield four just to take care of the wide areas.
Lewis Stevenson wins the free kick. Scatchell's challenge. Jorge Claros appealing for a card. And Scatchell went in late and Stevenson.
Yeah, did catch him.
He's just trying to calm things down a little bit just now. Well, Claros was a wee bite at Craig Thompson there. Wanted further action on the Czech Scatchell, who waits in the Hearts wall as Griffiths flights the free kick in. That's McPake. Almost came to Gary O'Connor, who looks at the referee more in hope than expectation, I think.
I tell you, it just goes behind O'Connor, but McPake does ever so well. Gets himself off at Webster. For me, it's a fantastic header. As a former striker, you just want to gamble in there. No Hibs players in behind, no penalty either for me.
He's just in behind Gary O'Connor. Osborne. Doherty. One of the Wolves, one of 4 Hibs starters who are on loan.
Good movement from McPake. Nothing in it at all. Never a penalty if you ask me. Just leaning. It's behind him. That's what the problem is. Nothing to do with the shove or the push. Granger just leans into him, but no shove, no push, just slightly behind Gary O'Connor. But better signs for Hibs. McPake, the movement and winning that header.
Hearts looking to win the Scottish Cup for an 8th time. That would take them above Aberdeen, behind Queen's Park in 3rd in the all-time winners list. Spent 6 years at Falkirk, Darren Barry was their captain before he left. A couple of years back now. Of course, as I mentioned, the runners-up medal in the Scottish Cup final.
It's amazing for Dan Barry, cup final goal, but you know, years as a centre-half, some managers don't fancy it. Then Paulo Sergio just looks at him and sees you can be a sitting midfielder for me, but to be a sitting midfielder and a defensive type player to score that sort of goal is inspirational for the young man. You can see just how much he's enjoying that.
You'll never see Paulo Sergio's emotions really. And he'll be absolutely delighted with the way things are going so far for his team. Granger's free kick, McGowan's header. Elliott did well, got himself between the man and the ball. Barr. That's McPake commanding the central defensive area. Danny Granger. Scatchall, offside.
Don't come any more tighter than that. Yeah, I don't think it was offside, but as tight. Hibs defender moving up, Scatchell moving through. Really difficult for the linesman.
Well, it's a foul by McPake. Misjudged that. Three times Hearts have beaten Hibs on the way to winning the Scottish Cup. They'll make it a fourth today, giving themselves the chance to do it. Zaliukas beats O'Connor. Hibs are toiling just now. A couple of times they've looked a bit more comfortable on the ball, but Hearts bossing things at the moment. Black. Next to Barr. Good challenge by Stevenson. Osborne. Well, his concentration wasn't there. Hearts are back on the ball with Driver. Elliott, Scatchell and Suso are waiting in the middle. Black. Found himself some space. Rudy Scatchell! Hearts are in dreamland! They double their lead and are well on their way to glory. They can almost touch the Scottish Cup. They're that close to it now. Rudy Scatchell again.
Well, Liam, he said they were toiling in the way of Black, Granger in wide areas. They feed it into Scatchell. I'm sure it takes a nick off James McPake. It's all important because it beats Matt Brown. All ends up. You see, he takes it in. Little nick. That's the difference for me. Finds that far corner. And Hearts in dreamland. Hibs a long road back.
Seldom has anyone else over the last few years under the reign of Vladimir Romanov had such an impact as Rudy Scatchell has. The hero of the Hearts supporters has put them 2-0 up against their most bitter rivals.
We knew they were toiling, and it's a well-worked goal, albeit with the deflection. But we've said it all day long. As soon as I looked at this Hibs formation, I thought wide areas they could get done, and for me they are being done down outsides today. Hearts getting loads of time on the ball, not by great wing play, but good areas, plenty of time on the ball, able to pick out passes, and that's why Black fed it into Scatchell, and he did the rest.
Well, it's looking like a party down Gorgie way. Hibs need the mother of all comebacks and the mother of all derbies. Scatchell's 17th of the season. He scored in the cup final in 2006 against Gretna, but this is a different kettle of fish. Elliott. Suso. Hearts looking to pile on the pain for Hibernian. It's a foul by Osborne and Black.
That was frustration, just leaving his foot there. We saw Pat Fenlon a few moments ago. Sometimes it's just to contain for a period of time, but flatten that midfield, 4 out, stop Hearts getting forward in wide areas, try and nick the next goal. But they've set up to have a go here today and it's not worked. They're 2-0 down. Now they have to think again. Yeah, they need a goal, but they can't lose another one or the game's over.
Well, Scatcher will leave this for Granger. So Hearts fans belt out their anthem. It is Granger's free kick. Hibs deal with it eventually. McGowan picking up the scraps on the far side. The Hibs fans are getting very frustrated with this. Zaliukas scooped away by Doherty. O'Connor. Griffiths, who's barely touched the ball, needs to do something here. Tries to play on O'Connor, but Granger's at the back door to mop up.
Oh, what a great cover from Granger, coming away from his left back position, because Griffiths and O'Connor did well. O'Connor picks up, feeds him down, carries on his run, he's into the box, and if Granger doesn't get across, Hibs have a chance. But good defending from Granger. Better from the front two of Hibs also though.
Hibs need to find inspiration from somewhere. What can they make of this? Get a second bite at it. Griffiths wants it and has it. Stevenson. Kujabi. Hearts, so that was their ball there. Stevenson. Lofting it for Kujabi. When it comes, O'Connor! Skied! Oh, that was a chance!
Yeah, it was a chance. Look at this. Suso drops Kujabi. You want a decent ball in the box? Well, he gets sat slightly behind him, O'Connor, but how lethal he is, you'd expect better from him. Just make sure you hit the target. He doesn't do that. What a chance. Next goal's so crucial there. Hearts get it. As I said, it's game over. It's looking that way anyway. Hibs get it. Right back in the match.
O'Connor does well. Tom soars now. Stevenson away on the left-hand side. He couldn't see him. Griffiths instead. Lee Griffiths. Oh. Well, almost too many options for Lee Griffiths at the edge of the Hearts penalty area.
It would have been a lovely ball about 10 seconds earlier, but he just delayed, cuts inside. Doherty runs in the box, but 4 or 5 yards offside.
Well, Pat Fenlon, his entire career is spent in his homeland, the Dubliner. Won 2 Irish Cups as a player with Bohemians, then Shelburne, and then as manager of Bohemian in 2008.
Plenty to think about. Palacios will just be enjoying watching the game. Pat Fenlon maybe has to make a change again. Hearts going down the wide areas.
Hearts well on top. Born out in the scoreline. 13 minutes from half-time. It's a great ball out to Driver. Fantastic pass. Driver against Doherty. It has come in.
Just gets himself in behind Source, and then Doherty has to get out there, and he can't because Driver gets across in the box. McPake has to deal with it, but all Hearts at the moment.
That's more like Andrew Driver though, isn't it? It's what we saw before he had the lengthy spells out with injury.
No doubt the injuries affected him, but certainly on his game, top player. Remember a few years ago, big bid from Burnley, I think it was 2 or 3 million, turned down, so shows you how highly Hearts rate him.
Still reminds his teammates that he was once worth £3 million as the corner comes in. So you just thought it was coming to him. O'Connor's there for Hibs though. The aforementioned Driver to Black. He's looking for Elliott. The Hearts thought it was a blow, Craig Beattie not being able to start the match today. Might not need him to make the impact later on, the way it's going. Hibs fans watching on, desperate for their team to get something back into it. They cannot lose the next goal.
I've been in this situation there a few years ago with Queen of South, Rangers destroying us 2-0 at half time, and always said to players, get out, you haven't turned up. I don't think Hibs have turned up yet. Get out, make sure you turn up, get the next goal and the game will change, and that's exactly what has to happen for Hibs. If it goes to half time, that's exactly what Pat Fenlon will be saying to them. Maybe a little change of shape, but for me, Hibs just haven't turned up yet. You've said that O'Connor and Griffiths not hardly touched the ball. Got to get the ball to him, maybe, as I said, change the personnel, change the shape, something might happen for you. But the next goal, I can't make it clear enough to you how crucial it is.
It seems to have been the way when teams have played Hibs this season. Nullify Griffiths and O'Connor, and nullify Hibs. Danny Granger. Driver. Teasing Doherty. Good play from Andrew Driver, he's got space as well. Comes through Suso! The line by McPake. Well, how crucial will that be?
I have to say it again, wide areas, Doherty left for dead by Driver. What a cross that is. Decent touch by Hanlon, McPake doing what he does best. Stops the third goal, great goal line clearance.
Well, it's Hearts again. The far and away the more dangerous.
Got to get Driver matched or keep him back the way, but it just got too much room out there with Hibs playing that tight three in the central area. Midfield.
Ian Black. Then clear by Soares. 10 minutes from half-time. Hibs, the way things are going, they'd love to get a goal back, but if they can go in at 2-0, as Billy was saying, try and regroup. Do you have Ivan Sproul on the bench, Owen Doyle as well? It's their attacking options. But it's creation they need, because we know what damage Griffiths and O'Connor can do.
I think they've had a little look at it now, Liam. You can see Soares away on that right-hand side. You've got to somehow, sometimes you can't do anything. They got it to Driver, he takes Doherty 1-on-1. Sometimes you just can't do anything about it. But at least they've stuck Soares away to that right-hand side now. Try to match Driver up early.
Well, James McPake, the Hibs captain. Important intervention, this one.
Yeah, comes through Osborne as well. He doesn't see it till late. Good touch from Suso, good strike. Looked like a third for Hearts until McPake turned up in the line.
Driver. He kept that in. Most fans didn't think he had. A few arms outstretched over in the north stand. The green and white end.
They call it the full ball, not been out.
Good run from midfield, coming from deep. He's enjoying himself out there, Darren Barr.
Yeah, I think all the Hearts players are. They've got the extra edge. You can see him just reading the situation before Osborne, getting it down. Good touch and a good strike, but just straight at the goalkeeper, Brown.
Pat Fenlon took Hibs away to Dublin last week to try and get away from what was a bit of a media circus ahead of this game, understandably so. First time since 1896 they've met in the Scottish Cup final, but they've flown into the eye of the storm here. Jimmy McDonald there, who was part of the Queen of the South team that Billy Dodds was mentioning earlier, was in goal in the final defeat to Rangers back in 2008. 4 years ago now, can't believe that.
Yeah, when we got the first goal, and then I think Stevie Toss got the first goal, and Rangers started wobbling, then Jim Thompson got second. That's it. Hibs need that today. They need inspiration from somewhere, and I'm almost sure a goal will do that. But if they lose one, sorry, all over.
McGowan, McGowan's continued his run. Here he is. Hibs toiling at the back. Suso. Hibs fans want to see a tackle go in. Doherty will come away with it for a Hibernian, but they're wobbling at the back. It's for Griffiths. Couldn't keep it in.
Sorry to keep on harping on about wide areas, but it's not just in the left with Driver. It's down this right hand side. McGowan joining in. Suso. In that case, it was Dan Barr finding himself. So Hearts have got movement all over the place. Got their tails up as well. 2-0 up. Getting a lot of the ball. Controlling the game.
Black trying to play Barr in. Oh, Mark Brown had to commit himself. Well, Hibs are going to make a change. Ivan Sproul is going to come on for them as Lewis Stevenson plays it into Griffiths. Well, they need a bit of magic, and he tried to pull that out of the bag there, Lee Griffiths. He's won his team a corner.
Good effort from him. Stevenson getting forward, gets a decent connection. Granger does enough. Hibs get the corner.
Hibs will hang fire on that change just now. Tom Soares will take the corner. Osborne and Zalukis wrestle. McPake away by Elliott. Stevenson back out to Soares. Hibs need something. What's come right through, and they have something! It's the skipper who gets it! James McPake breathes new life into the Scottish Cup final! Game on, as they say. 4 minutes from the interval. Inside the play-off. Ivan Sproul just on. League Cup winner in 2007. Lewis Stevenson also playing today, was man of the match that day as Hibs routed Kilmarnock 5-1. Well, where do we go from here?
Have a look at him shaking a moment. That Griffiths is out left. I'm not sure if they're going a 4-5-1, but certainly Sproul playing out there against Driver as well. I think Griffiths maybe play out here against McGowan, stop Hearts in the wide areas, push Stevenson in the central area, get it tightened up in there, leave a corner up front himself. Certainly get plenty to support Gary O'Connor and Griffiths and Sproul. So good change in my book from Pat Fenlon.
It's a Hibs free kick. Andy Webster, they're back in the Scotland squad, the Scotland boss in the studio. We'll hear from him at half-time. Andy Webster will be going to Florida next week for the friendly against the US. But it's a Hibernian free kick. And all of a sudden they're looking for an equaliser before half-time. We thought they might need the interval to regroup.
I know you throw away cliches like a goal changes games, but you can see how much. Yeah, a little change of shape now, but the goal has just turned this game on its head.
Knocked away by McGowan. Suso completes the clearance for Hearts. Tom Soares helped set up the goal. That has given Hibs hope. Kujabi. Osborne. Stevenson. Play on, says Craig Thompson. Stevenson gets it back from Kujabi. Hearts trying to stand firm at the back. That was good play from Stevenson. He was trying to make inroads. The option of a teammate didn't really arise as Elliott fouls Hanlon, according to the referee. And then Griffiths and Black come together. Well, they need to keep their heads, the two of them.
I was looking at it closely. Griffiths a little give and go. In this occasion, he's not always innocent one. I don't think Black does too much. Turns the back. There's not much in that. I don't think that's intentional for me and Black. Maybe a free kick, yeah, but not intentional.
Well, Craig Johnson's just let it go. That incident had potential to fizz right up. We're into the final minute of the first half. It's flown by.
We thought we'd got a classic occasion. We weren't sure about the classic encounter, but my word, have we got the classic encounter now. We said a goal early would blow this game wide open. It certainly has done there.
Tom Soares with the free kick. That should be Jamie McDonald's and is. It's a little bit more topsy-turvy now. The William Hill Scottish Cup final. The Ranger, Driver, Sproul out to meet him. Well, 1 minute being added on, we're into that minute of stoppage time. Trickier team talk now, Paolo Sergio, doesn't he?
Not so easy, but still be happy with the way his team's played. Just didn't want to lose that goal. You just saw everything we were talking about a moment ago. Sproul getting to Driver high up the pitch. Hearts are forced back, they're forced to play it long. McPake wins the header easily. He gets fouled and Hibs get the ball again, and they've got the momentum, there's no doubt.
Can Hibs find what would be a sensational leveller before the break? Soares. Good play. Gets it back from Doherty. Ivan Sproul against Granger. Hibs doing the press and they're running out of time though.
They're just getting so much more of the ball because of the matching up midfield, 5 against 5.
Wow, what a first half we've had. Darren Barr opened the scoring for Hearts. Scatchell made it 2. That looked like insurance. The arrears reduced thanks to James McPake. A fantastic first half. This was the opener from Barr, stabbing in from close range to give Hearts the lead. They looked comfortable at that stage. The former Falkirk skipper opening the scoring. It looked even more comfortable. Scatchell's deflected goal off James McPake made it 2-0. The Czech hero does what he does best, but then McPake making a bit of amends because it was his deflection that took it past Mark Brown, knocking it past Jamie McDonald. That's what's made this interesting. James McPake hauling Hibernian back into it. It was a